Happy Friday, everybody. You can see futures here bouncing from the buys on yesterday. Just a matter of minutes back to the buys on near third standard deviation. This is NASDAQ. This was an extreme good buy, and I gave a notification to my subscribers. And you can see from there to now, we are up almost 1.36%. Let me open the group section where I shared subscribers. You can see I bought IWM Russell 2000 ETF, which is here are the futures. Russell 2000 came touched third standard deviation, and if I go to IWM, you can see here what was happening, came into a second standard deviation. I bought exactly here, and this is what I told my subscribers. You can see these are my trades here. You can see here IWM around 11:38 a.m. It was touching 223 near second standard deviation. It was a perfect buy, no brainer, and I get out by the end of the day around 224. So you can see here nice profits almost around 1%. So you can see this is IWM. As soon as it touched this second standard deviation, this is a no-brainer buy, and I bought and I exit around here near end of the day. So very good trade. So it's so easy to make trades using this indicator. You can see this is S&P 500. Your chart is everything. If you don't have a good chart, you cannot become a good trader. You can see this is S&P 500 also touched the first trading, first and second standard deviation. Very good buy. You can see all indices were actually good buy. S&P 500, Nasdaq, Dow Jones was actually really bad sell-off, mainly due to Goldman Sachs and all the banks. You can see here Goldman Sachs down 4%, JP Morgan 4%, Morgan Stanley 4%, and this was really significantly down. And now again it is down. You can see the reason it's down is because of UNH. This is the biggest portion in Dow Jones, down 12%. You can see, and the reason it's down is because Department of Justice is investigating United Health because of insurance frauds and whatnot. They're not approving claims of the public. So anyhow, so Dow Jones is like right now in the buy zone. You can see here, and Russell 2000 already jumped from the buy zone, already up 0.72% pre-market near sell zone. So I won't be buying here. Look, I only want to buy here in a bull market. I don't short. I just wait for things to come back to green line. So I'm gonna let it do its thing, Russell. I'm not gonna participate in this pump. Let it wait for it to come down back here. Nasdaq is near sell zone, so let's see if it comes here. You can try to short, but I would rather wait for it to come back to green zone. S&P 500 is in the neutral zone, and Dow Jones is already in the buy zone. In terms of Bitcoin, you can see here in massive sell zone, just keeps going, ripping higher. And as soon as it came near this white line, so yellow line, near second and third standard deviation, just massive pump going there. So again, this is the reason I don't short Bitcoin in the buy sell zone. I will rather wait because it can keep going higher. So let's wait for it to come back to around 97 to buy again here. So that's what's happening on crypto. Okay, so let's go and look at long-term charts. Guys, hit the like button if you like the content and see what I shared. And if you want to subscribe, if you want to know these levels, which I showed you before, click the join button in the description of this video. Join us, share levels every hour with my subscribers. You can see this is S&P 500 futures. I'm sharing levels every hour with my subscribers, and I give them zones. And people ask me about Apple chart, TQQQ chart. I give them the zones for those as well. So it's very helpful for you. Stocks I'm buying and selling are also shared. So you can join this Discord channel. Let me know your user ID so I can add you to this members group. And there's a link in the description of this video. If you have any questions, you can put a comment. Okay, so this is a 4 hours chart of US 500. We are right now keep an eye on RSI. If RSI goes in the red line, which is sell zone, that's where we will short. If it goes in the green line, buy zone, we buy there. Okay, right now it's here, so we'll see. Right now, if you're a bull, it could go to 64.54, and if you're a bear, it could come to 55.73. So right now it's here. So we'll see how things go up. This is a daily chart of S&P 500. You can see here S&P 500 came back on the white line, find support there, and then now bouncing. There was a gap which is not filled. Probably they're going to fill it today, or probably it's already filled. SPY is up 0.212%, but you can see this slight gap here. You can see here a little gap down. They will try to fill that gap. On SPY, if I go to regular trading, you can see that it was clear. It's more clear here. They are probably going to pump a bit, fill this gap, and then they will decide what they want to do. In terms of cycle analysis, we are in this rising phase. You can see this rising phase. So I don't expect a lot of downwards move, just keep going higher slowly and steadily. So that's what we are looking for. Okay. On NASDAQ, you can see here, it's again touching. It's pretty strong compared to other indices, finding support on this green line and trying to go higher on here. Okay. Dow Jones, you can see here, uh, lower highs, lower lows on Dow Jones. If you really want to draw a trend line, you can see here, this is a trend line. This is lower high, lower lows on Dow Jones. You can see here, um, lower high, lows, lows, lower high, lower lows. And now again, it's here at the bottom. So if this does not hold the gaps, green gaps here, probably they're going to try to fill those gaps. IWM already up pre-market. This candle they already saved everything. If I go to 1 hour chart, there's a big gap up. Okay, so this gap is going to be filled around 275. So I think it's going to come back to fill this gap on hourly at market open, Russell 2000. In terms of Bitcoin, you can see here, and this is the green yellow box, support box comes here multiple times and bounces. Have a 9 counts buy signal a couple of weeks ago. Now trying to go higher. If it closes above all moving average, it's going to be very bullish, and it's going to be going on the path 225, 135k. Ethereum also holding nicely, and it's going to follow Bitcoin. So just keep an eye on that. Ethereum is way behind compared to Bitcoin, so it can really catch up very fast. Big gap here around 3308. They might want to fill that gap sooner than later. We'll see when that happens. So okay, so let's move on to Hang Seng Index by the dip, and it's already making a new high. So it's finally breaking out of this very long bear market. So I think it's buy the dip now. Look to buy the dips on Hang Seng. Toronto Stock Exchange was little lower. Found support on this white line 20 moving average. It's gonna be buying there and then bouncing from there as well. Bond market, now price is above all moving averages. Next resistance is probably going to be here in front of blue lines. So that's probably where it's going. TLT, you can see here, uh, a lot of gaps here to the top. So we'll see if it's gonna wanna break above that or not. Time will tell. Oil is down. Uh, Try to rally, try to close above a lot of these moving averages, but it's acting as a resistance. And this could be a good buy, in my opinion. In my opinion, it could be a good buy. This I will be looking, because let's look at levels. Because I was looking for a trade when there's not a lot in market. You can go and see oil. You can see this is the area I would like to buy. So this is very interesting. I might be taking a trade this morning on oil, so I will keep an eye on that. CNQ, again trying to go above this red and yellow line, not able to do that. We have to wait that for that to happen. Again today oil is down, so it might pull back. We'll see how things come. Let's keep moving. Natural gas is very bullish, extremely bullish actually, above all previous high. Probably gonna go now. Next stop is here around 6 five and a half to 6. Could go vertically up, so just keep an eye. Just gold is just cooling down a bit by the dip. Very overbought a couple of days ago. Let's see how it goes. Silver is also looking very bullish here. By the dip on silver, copper had a cool down a bit here. Bear flagging could break down here. So we'll see how things go up on copper, but it had divergence. You can see it made a new high with lower high on RSI and PPO. We'll see how this thing shapes up. Sugar is going higher, inverse head and shoulder. Let's see if it can keep going higher. And this probably already, let's see how far are we from the target. Here, head, a shoulder here. So probably it's going to go from here, a breakout to here around 21, 22 here. So we'll see how it comes up. Wheat is again by the dip, finally above blue line. So that's what we were waiting for. Corn also by the dip. Dollar in the support area, guys. This is where dollar should bounce, hopefully. This is an area of support. We can try to make a little lower here, but this is an area of support. So let's see if it can find support here and try to bounce from here. We had a big decline yesterday. In terms of FANG stocks, Apple getting a 7 count sell signal. Let's see, but still a couple of gaps up, couple of gaps down. Meta cooled down for a couple of days after a nice 2-3 weeks rally, so nothing much here. Netflix also near all-time high. Amazon could be a good buy. Had a nice pullback near 50 moving average. So let's see if it can bounce finally from here. Google also just kind of holding here at the bottom. Let's see, there's a big gap here. If a breakdown here can fill this gap, if not, then they can try to rally and fill this earnings gap. Microsoft also yesterday trying its best, but facing resistance around in front of this blue line, 200 moving average. Let's see if it can break out. CrowdStrike had a nice pullback and gap to fill. We'll see if it keeps continuing lower. ServiceNow had a nice pullback, again going towards 200 moving average. That could be a good buy. NVDA, massive, that gap is filled, deep six sell-off. Now let's see, probably earnings is gonna make next turn next week, 26 February. We'll see how it goes. AVGO is in the middle in front of 50 moving average. Let's see if it can bounce or fail here. Tesla up flat kind of, but lower highs, lower lows. Again, Tesla, you can also draw a trend line like that. All right, it's making lower high, lower lows. Let's see if it breaks down or keeps going higher. AMD is in front of a lot of resistance here, in front of 20 moving average, white line. Let's see what happens here. What else is there? The UNH going so low. Previous low. Okay, so this is previous where it bottomed here. If I go to weekly chart, maybe that's a good view. Right near the lows. Okay, this is very bearish actually. If this is the first time it's going to close below these blue lines. Last time it closed, it went into a massive bear market. So I don't know. So let's see how it goes. Long term, it could be a very good buy. Uh, but I wouldn't be participating today. I will let it settle down because when Department of Justice starts investigating, look what happened to TD. This is where they started investigating, and then TD just went down. This is the big sell-off when they said they're going to just start investigating. And from that time, just TD as an example, from there to bottom, it sold off 16% even after that. Okay, so it's a big deal for UNH. And if I take UNH here and um, let's say wherever it's going to close from here, 16% down is probably going to be here, somewhere here around. So anyhow, so I'm not going to be touching UNH. We'll see how it goes. Wix is below all moving averages. Let's see if it breaks down. It's going to fill this gap in green lines, and that means S&P 500 going higher. If it goes higher, that means S&P 100 is going lower. We'll see how it goes. Time will tell. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I will release a video before market start, and all the best. Bye.